guys! So right now I'm doing a back to school makeup tutorial for high school. This is basically what I do on a daily basis. I wanted to show you guys what products I use and my favorite techniques. And also when you're in high school you don't have to wear this much makeup. You can wear no makeup if you want to, or you can wear a lot more than I'm wearing. So I really hope you guys enjoy this look, and with all that being said, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to be doing is putting on some foundation. To do this, I dot the foundation all around my face with my foundation brush. This one is Sonia Kashuk Tools number 5. Just a basic foundation brush. I know a lot of people use beauty blenders to apply their foundation, but I personally like using a brush better just because I feel like it's faster and it's a little easier in my opinion, since you don't have to dab it all over your face. You can just lightly brush it all over your face. Now it's time to cover up my dark circles and any blemishes I may have on my face. I use this Mineral Fusion Concealer Duo. I put the lighter shade under my eyes since it kind of brightens them up a little bit, and it does a really good job at covering my dark circles. For my chin, I try to blend it out so then the concealer matches my skin tone. So I will use the light one first and then the dark one and blend them together. By the way, for under my eyes, I use this EcoTools concealer sponge. Kind of dab on the concealer with this brush. It's really good at getting in the shape of under my eyes, but for my chin I will use the same foundation brush as I used before. So again, lighter concealer first and then the darker one. Now my face is blemish free and completely smoothed over, so we will move on to powder to set everything and take away any excess oils. I use the Everyday Minerals base powder, and this is the shade Light 2N. Even though it is a base powder, it does a good job if you layer it to take away all the oils and act as a setting powder. The first thing I do is kind of like baking, but it's not actual baking. I take this brush, it's actually for blush, but I never put on blush and it's the perfect size for under my eyes. So I will take some loose powder and dab it onto the brush and then lightly dab this onto my face. I put it under my eyes along with my nose, my chin, and then right above my nose, because these are the areas where I really get oily and also where the makeup needs to be set. Now that that's put on, I take my big brush and put some powder on it and then dust this all over my entire face. Now it's time for my eyebrows, and I recently got some eyebrow gel, which has been absolutely amazing. I was using eyeshadow before, but that doesn't even cut it anywhere close. The one I use is from Target. I'm not sure the exact brand. It says SK on it. But yeah, so I'm just going to take this and the eyebrow brush that it came with. I'm using the bristly end that's lined, so I will dip it into the gel and fill in my eyebrows. I have a specific technique for my brows, which is to line the outer edge with the brow gel and then fill them in. If you have two different shades of eyebrow gel, then you can take the darker shade to line the brows and then the lighter shade to fill them in. This is basically how to get the Instagram brows, but if you just want very natural looking brows, then you can take the other side of the brush, which kind of looks like a mascara wand, and dip it into the gel and then brush out your eyebrows. Now we're moving on to eyeshadow. So I like to use the Maybelline New York palette that's called the Nudes. It has a lot of absolutely gorgeous brown shades that make a really beautiful smoky eye. For the eyeshadow, I use the EcoTools eyeshadow brushes. So the first one I'm going to be using is called Eyeshadow, and I just take a light color, it's kind of like an eggshell color, and put it onto my brush. I now put this on the lid of each of my eyes. Now I'm going to be taking a little darker shade that is right below it. It's a really pretty light golden color. I'll be putting this right in my crease along with the back of my eyelid. Now it's time for me to take an even darker shade and put it in my crease, but this time we're going to go a little higher up into my eye. And then lastly, I'll be taking this dark shade at the end of the palette and putting this in the upper corner of my eye. Now we definitely cannot leave it like this, so I'm going to be taking my EcoTools crease brush and blend it all out. For the blending process, I start at the inner corner of my eye and work my way out. This way all the colors flow together basically in order from lightest to darkest that you applied them on your eye. And then sometimes if I feel like it's a little too dramatic, then I'll take the same brush I used for the powder under my eyes and I'll dust over the eyeshadow. This brush will help to really blend it out, so then there's no harsh lines at all. And yeah, that's pretty much all I do for my eyeshadow. Now it's time for my eyeliner. So I've actually been using the Pacifica Smolder Eyelining Gel in the shade Tahiti and Pearl. It's really cool. It's basically an eyeliner that's a gel in a pot, which I haven't seen before. The nice thing about this is that it can be blended very easily, so if you want your eyeliner to be kind of smudged, then this is the perfect thing to use. To apply it, I use the EcoTools Angled Eyeliner Brush. The next thing I'll be doing is putting on some more of the powder, so then if there's any more oils that have seeped onto my face somehow, they'll be mattified. This final coat kind of sets my face for the day, so then it stays matte and it won't be all oily. Time for the bronzer. So I'm taking my Pacifica Natural Minerals palette and I'm going to be using the brown bronzers. There's two. There's also a red one, which is kind of like a blush and a bronzer combined, but I like to use the brown one since I'm going for a brown look basically, because I have the brown eyeshadow and brown bronzer. I dust some bronzer onto my powder brush, squeeze it together so that it gives a more precise line, and dust it along my cheekbones, the sides of my face, my chin, my forehead, and anywhere else that I think needs a little bronzing up. Now that that's done, I will be putting on the Mineral Fusion Volumizing Mascara. You guys know that this is my favorite. I always use it and I have for years, so I will go ahead and apply that. Now it's time for lips, so I'm going to be applying my favorite lipstick at the time, which is the Pacifica Devotion Deeply Devoted Natural Lipstick. This one is in the shade Tenderness. It's my favorite by far because it's a natural pink color and it's really beautiful. I will be using the outer edge to line my lips and then fill it in. Now we're all done with the makeup look. I absolutely love how it turned out, and this is pretty much what I've been doing every day. I totally forgot something. Okay, so this is really fast, but when I want a little more brightness to my face, then I take the Pacifica palette again and I use the light white eyeshadow. I put it in the inner corner of my eyes along with right under my eyebrows. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want to see any more makeup tutorials or if you want to see any different back to school videos that I haven't done so far. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye! Oh my gosh, I'm gonna run out of storage on my camera. The very last step is the lips. So my favorite lipstick at the time has been the Pacifica Devotion. Oh, Devotion. It's spelled like Dev Ocean, so that's why I was like, what? Oh, anyways.